Hello everybody and welcome back to StoneBlock. It's been a good little bit since I've done anything, and that's because Band has ramped up. So UIL started, and now everything's kind of like, I don't get to do too much right now. So yeah, kind of stuck with that. But I've gotten a lot more Netherstars over the time, and I learned that it can only plant on top of that. So if I tried planting it on normal soil, it wouldn't work because the Crux is not underneath it. So now I'm running more Netherstars to see if I can get the Netherstar Crux, which I already have up here. Yeah. So I need a block of Insanium Essence and a block of Insanium. Or two blocks of Insanium and 2 Insanium Essence. So if I go Insanium, I can craft both of these. So now I'm gonna make a Netherstar Crux pattern. Yeah. And then I'm also going to make another star seed pattern, and that should help out getting things done faster. And we finished the third one. Now we're on the fourth one. I also will be touching on Botania this episode. I set up a grass field, and that's what we'll be doing. But first, we're going to make Wyvern Core. And grab an achievement. Yeah, because I didn't get that. And then we're going to make the chest plate, which I already planned to get. There we go. I already have the helmet. There we go. It's charging. We'll let that go up. How much is it taking? Is there an output limit that I have on this thing? Limit, chunk loading, transfer limit. We need to make... Yeah, I don't really think it allows you to do any more than that, which is a little annoying, but yeah. Oh, cobblestone. I've been running this for a while. Still haven't gotten... Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's why. Oops. There we go. So that should go in here. Gotta grab a bit of stone. There we go. But yeah, I also just kind of got these things. They're running through. Don't really care. They're giving it some stuff, but I don't really care about them that much. They just kind of exist now. I can apply them to some kind of generation coil anywhere I want to, really. But now, let me think. Now we should probably work on getting the boots, or the leggings. So if we go to Draconic, Wyvern leggings, go over here, do that, and then also, I already got the boots. Did I actually get the boots though? Hold on, wait. I have the helmet. I just made the chest plate. Let me see. I have the boots already in there. Let's see, legging. I already have the leggings in there. I have the chest plate. I may have already done the chest plate. So I may have accidentally just done a redundancy that I gotta fix real quick. Let me see. If I take this out, go back to the, real quick. I already have, oh, I don't know if I have the leggings yet. Go back to the deck, type in legging. I already have the leggings in there. I already have the chest plate. So I did do a redundancy. I'm glad I saw that and fixed it. So now I can auto make those quickly. I have this and this, so all I need to do is make the leggings and the boots, which I can do. I also made double compute, missing gold and draconium. All right. Let me grab the leggings. Yeah. So I made a second thingamabobber. Where is it? Made a second computer. Yeah. So now we can craft it, or craft 2 things at once. I'm gonna make another energetic infuser and get a resonant pack on it. Energetic infuser, and then a resonant pack conversion kit. Yes. There we go. And then I want to move this up here. Alright. And then we want to go put it right here. There shouldn't be an output. There's really no need to have any of these. Alright, and then I throw those in there. So now, it's still taking... Nah, okay, it went up. So they're both charging now. Yep, okay, so now I just need more gold and draconium. Oh, I didn't use the resonant conversion kit. Aha, there we go. Okay, so now we have better. It is better. I should probably get 2 more of those. So we're going to make 2 more energetic infusers. Energetic. There they are. And then 2 more resonance. That's done. Yep. And this will take more energy, but I have energy to spare, so it doesn't totally matter. There we go. Turn off all of these. What? Oh, I see. Okay. And then I already put the resonant packs on them. Okay, so now just need more golden draconium nuggets. So let's go to chickens. And I set a waypoint in the internal chicken area, so I can just do this. Here. Boots. Craft. Missing 24 draconium. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start work on making more agricultural fields, because I need that badly, and that's gonna take a while. So, yep. Ford Farms. Here we go. All right, let's get into Britannia. And I have my Lexica Britannia, 363rd edition. It's pretty ledge. It's pretty ledge. A book by Vesky, the official guide for all your Britannia needs. Welcome to I already went to this page. To get to this page, you just go to basics. Welcome. Welcome to Britannia. I congratulate you on the fine choice of strapping a book together, or just finding this tome in a chest, whichever applies. You can navigate this book using the arrows at the bottom of the page, your mouse wheel, or the arrow keys on your keyboard. Despite its look, Britannia is in essence a tech mod, by definition of you requiring you to use ingenuity, thought, and redstone to create and progress. It's good to keep that in mind. Of course, you'll also be rewarded with cool toys, blocks, and equipment if you're worried. For all intents and purposes, Britannia is a mod for anybody who likes to play the game with the primary purpose of building cool things. It is designed to be fully playable standalone, but is also playable with other mods. Excluding a couple cases, everything in the mod is fully automatable using only Minecraft and in itself. If you happen to find yourself lost, try checking out the mod's advancements or challenges, both of which can be found on the left-hand side of this book's main page. The book is laid out in a friendly way with a good amount of handy features, so before you start jumping in and playing, take a bit of time to familiarize yourself with Familiarize yourself with what the various tidbits around the place do. After this, you'll be taken to a page where you can optionally start a tutorial that will teach you the basics of a mod in around 10 minutes, give or take. However, it teaches you only the very basics, so after you have a good foothold on those concepts, further research is a good idea. If you're unsure as to what you want to learn about, hold shift while browsing through the various categories to get a quick idea of what each thing is. The Lexicon Index category can be very helpful for searching as it contains every entry in the book in one place. And that's it for this introduction. You can move on to the tutorial now. I hope you enjoy playing with Britannia as much as I enjoyed making it. Vasky, the mod author. Carry on by pressing the back button on the bottom. Your right mouse button or backspace key will do the same effect. Alright, so we just did this. Welcome to the Hotel Britannia. Get set up quickly. Right now, dummy. Okay, jeez. The roots of your studies, what you use to make flowers. Create of living wood and living rock, among other things. Create runes for strong flowers and items. Your essential multi-tool. Rare loot that can make mana. A trusty pouch to hold your floral goodness. Power steel, powerful metal derived from mana and nature. Okay. So, I just want to check the Netherstar factory. Doing kind of nice. And you hook it up to the ME system and get some auto crafting going, though. That'd be also nice. So I don't have to deal with doing this all the time. I got another Netherstar, though. So that means we can make another star seed. Oh, that's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do. Other than the actual thing, we need to make another Netherstar Crux. I need to queue up a block of Insanium. If I have enough. Is it Insanium Essence? Yes. 2. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I don't think it should take this. Oh, here we go. Alright, I'm missing 15,000 Varium Essence. Wow. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have 10k, so we're gonna plant, everything else in here will be Inferium seeds. I don't know if this will mess up anything at all. I hope it doesn't. Probably won't. But I'm going to do so anyways, because that is a lot of stuff. Well, that was almost bad. There we go. Alright. Now, the issue is this thing, it might not be able to use the seed anymore for other reasons, which will be annoying if it cannot. But yes, I need 15,000 Inferium Essence to be able to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dock the thing, and it will slowly input stuff into here. So yeah, we'll leave that there for now, and then I can go over here and look at it. So while that's doing that, actually I could probably put that there now. We're going to head over to Chicken, grab some of that Draconium, and then head to the ME deck and make my boots. I think I don't have the boots. I think I need the boots. Yeah, right. I'll know when it's done doing stuff. There we go. Boots. There we go. Okay. Now we have the Wyvern Armor. And this will probably draw a lot more energy. Yeah. So now we have practically, I think, the Wyvern tier done almost. Other than like a few other things. So I'll need some more Netherstars. Like, I think the portable battery, I need to make that. Draconic Core, Energy Core. And then Wyvern Fusion Crafters. Yeah. which required draconium block. It's not that bad actually, but the energy cost is a little much. Punji sticks and epic bacon. Okay. Let me go check in on the Inferium Essence. Is it all going into here? It is. Okay, so I'm gonna have to take this away. Okay, I'm also gonna delete that. Throw all of it in there. Now it'll only import to that. I'm going to set it here just because I can. Do that in there. Yeah, so the only thing I need to take out is the Netherstar Essence stuff. And then I'm also going to grab the Nether Stars in here, and we're going to use them to create the other Wyvern tier stuff. Don't see a reason not to, so we are. Also, the reason I don't have this is because I got this from a loot chest just a few minutes ago when I was in the mine dimension, and I was like, wow, this would have been an easy way to get another star, but in fact, it would have been a very difficult way, and I'm so glad I didn't purely do that. Okay, so now we can throw them in here. I think, where'd it go? It's this thing, yeah. Wyvern Flux Capacitor. No type. No Wyvern Flux Capacitor, so I'm gonna go put this in. Oh wait, I can go to star. That's right. Yeah. There you go. Deck. Wyvern Flux Capacitor. There it is. Draconium, redstone, and gold. Yeah. So we're gonna halt that until I get some draconium seeds, because those give me ingots straight up. So let's head back to the portal farm. Let's check in on how much this thing has. Almost to 11k. Alright, we're going to continue with Britannia. A tutorial of the basics. While one could just mess it up for a sentence. While one could just go through the various entries in the book of their leisure, there's also a tutorial of sorts available. Clicking the buttons below will guide you through the basic concept of Britannia. You can pick between in-game guided tour of this book or a short-ish video. Okay, you started your tutorial. Follow the red arrows and read the contents. Be guided through the basics of Britannia. The Lexica Britannia is the repository of all knowledge for all botanical matters, but you probably knew that already. All information is stored here as expected for convenience. If a block happens to have an entry, it can be shift right-click with the Lexica Britannia to open that entry. Any entries typed in italics are basic entries, which contain the very basic knowledge required to play Britannia and should be prioritized over others. Most of the sections contain one or more of such entries, so a good look through them is a good idea. Crafting the Lexica Britannia, yeah. The Lexica Britannia's title can also be customized by placing it in an anvil and renaming it. One can not only change its cover, but also the title. The addition of the Lexica shown equates to the version of the Britannia you're running, and no, I don't care about the fourth wall. Mystical flowers. Around the world, you may stumble upon a large variety of mystical flora. Spotting these don't take much work, as the flowers themselves emit a fair amount of shine. They come in a total of 16 different colors. It's also possible to grow these flowers using flora fertilizer. Read on. Flowers as far as the eye can see. These flowers can be plucked from mystical petals, which can be used for making magical instruments and plants alike. Right-clicking a petal on the ground will bury it, having it emit particles. These petals can also be crushed into flower powder, which functions much like any mundane piece of dye. Mystical, so yeah, respectful. Oh, it doesn't even have to be, or it doesn't have to be mystical. It'll run back through, I think, but it didn't look like a mystical flower earlier. Yeah, I guess it is. Plucking petals off flowers, just a crafting table. Crafting the Pestle and Mortar. I'm gonna want this, so I'm gonna. Does it keep? Yeah, okay. So, why did it? Okay, well, this doesn't work then, so I'm gonna have to do this. Well, it was working. Why did it stop working? Yeah, why did it stop working? Okay, well, doesn't want to work, so I will not use it. Yeah, that's annoying. Alright, we'll leave it like that for now, I guess, and then I'll work on it later. But back in here, I need to make that. So 1, 2, 3. 1. It was a stick, wasn't it? What? Oh. There we go. I'll just throw them there. I might need them. Crafting the pestle and mortar. Grinding petals into powder. Right-clicking the floral powder on any wool or carpet changes its color to the color of the powder. Oh, that's actually nice. By mixing the floral powder with some bone meal, it's possible to create a different type of fertilizer. The floral fertilizer will grow a small amount of mystical flowers in the nearby vicinity if you ever run low on them. I think I have some of this somewhere. There's some, but I feel like I had more. There's another bee. Oh, there's another bee. Friender pearl. Or the shifting crust is a magical device with the ability to swap blocks in the world at very fast speeds. In order to achieve this, one must first select a block to swap with. This is done by shift-clicking that block in the world. After this block is selected, left-clicking any other block in the world will swap it for that block, assuming it's present in the user's inventory. Right-clicking on a block in the world. So this is cool. I'll come back to that. Okay. So I'm going to look for more of this stuff because I feel like I have more of it. I can throw this in this. And a lot of this stuff in the ME system for use in the ME system. Because I will need it. So let me head to the ME system. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now if I want to make a... Yeah. Okay. What is this? Floral fertilizer? I do not have it. Okay. So... Alright. Right-clicking the floral powder on any wool... Oh, wait, look at that. Yeah. Making fertilizer any powder color works. Using typical flower substance also works. Oh, okay. There's also some taller variants of the typical mystical flower spread around the place. These can be only gathered with shears, but can be used to obtain twice the amount of petals a normal flower would yield. They're a bit too big for dye, though. Tall flower variants can be made manually by fertilizing a mystical flower or a buried petal with bone meal. If you find yourself running low on a particular color, try burying a petal of that color and using bone meal on it. Oh, this is the tall. Okay. Petals can also be made into blocks. And the other way around. Petal Apothecary. In order for botanists to create plant life that can do their bidding, they would need a special means of infusing plants with mystical energy. Luckily, the Petal Apothecary just does that. Or does just that. The Petal Apothecary. This block, when placed in the world and given some water by use of a water bucket, will accept any mystical petals thrown at it, releasing their energies. Mystical petals thrown at it, releasing their energies. Once one has inserted the correct petals, throwing some seeds in will finalize the process. Tossing in a full bucket will also fill the apothecary with water. Quite a few plants can be made using this method. For more information, read on the functional flora and generating flora sections of this lexicon. Shift right click the petal apothecary with an empty hand will remove the last item thrown in. Instead of water, one can place lava in this block. If that is done, it will serve as a brazier and incinerator, destroying any items that come in contact. Furthermore, tossing in vines also gives the block an overgrown visual. Oh, I might want to do that because that sounds nice. Comparators can detect whether the block has water or not. Since the petal apothecary can be filled by usage of a dropped water bucket, and dispensers can fill buckets, creating a system that can automatically refill the water in the dish shouldn't prove too difficult. A simple tip for those who want to squeeze the biggest efficiency out of every block is as follows. Up to 20 seconds after crafting a flower, right-clicking the apothecary with an empty hand will pull another set of the same ingredients out of your inventory and put them into the apothecary for quick mass crafting. This only works if the apothecary's water is refilled. Okay, so I'm going to craft this, but I need either petal or mystical flowers, so we need to... Alright, so now we got some of these flowers. I might want to make a chest. Yeah, I'm going to want to make a chest. And by chest, I mean like an actual, like, normal chest. So let's see. Oh, I have it under obsidian chest in here. Nice. Portal. Let's throw these in here. Alright, so now I need to make petal apothecary, which is also going to want a crafting table, so I might as well make that as well. That's not what I wanted to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to use this crafting table because now it's connected to this. Yes. Okay. Give me one of those. And I believe I need some cobblestone slabs as well. Yeah. Do I have any cobblestone slabs? It does not appear so. So I'm going to just take some cobblestone and throw it in there anyways. I'm going to leave some... Yeah, I'm just going to leave some cobblestone in here. Alright, now we have petal apothecary, which I'm going to place right there. And it said using vines. I don't totally need draconic right now, so... Alright. We're back. Pure Daisy. The Pure Daisy is not only the most basic, but also the most important flower a botanist can have. This flower will purify any adjacent wood and stone blocks as seen on the next page into their purified counterparts, living wood and living rock, which can be used for crafting. Just give it a minute or so. Living wood can be turned into twigs. A few other blocks can also be purified by placing them around the flower. While not as unique and essential as the living blocks, perhaps this might come in handy. This includes netherrack into cobblestone, soul sand into sand, ice into packed ice, and water into snow. Huh. Interesting. Blank canvas to start your adventure. Okay, so I need white, which I have. And I need a bucket of water. I should probably make... Or I should bring the gargantuan drum over there. Yep. I believe I have some buckets somewhere, don't I? Where are my buckets? I might just make some because it's easier that way. So let me... 2, 4, 5, 6. Just 2 of them. Yeah, I'll just leave them in here. And then I'll be able... Hold on, give me a sec. My brother asked me if I wanted anything from Baskin Robbins, and I'm like, I do. I had to, like, quickly type to him. 1, 2. Oh. There you go. I'm also going to want some seeds, so I'm going to get a stack of seeds out of my thingamabobber, whatever it's called. And we're just going to have them over here. Yeah! Okay, so now we're just going to place that here. Alright, next thing up on the list. Yeah, okay, good. My dad automatically knew that I wanted one. Alright, so next thing's up. Runic Alter. Okay, I guess that's not the next thing up. Wand of the Forest. The general multi-use tool for botanists is the Wand of the Forest. This wand, made by effectively strapping a pair of mystical petals of any color to a few living wood twigs, is required for a good amount of tasks. The wand has 2 modes, bind mode and function mode. In bind mode, it can be shift right clicked on a compatible block to select it. Shift right clicking elsewhere binds the 2 blocks. In function mode, it'll simply not do that. For shift right clicking. 2 modes can be switched freely by shift right clicking on air. If the wand isn't bound to anything, shift right clicking a block allows it to be rotated around the axis of the side it's clicked on. Bound to anything, shift right clicking a block allows it to be rotated around the axis of the side it's clicked on. So like if I clicked a chest here, it would turn the entire chest like yeep. Yeah, okay, real quick, I'm gonna grab a whole bunch of this. Oh, Moonwood's done. We'll come back to that. That's literally the last chicken, or one of the last chickens, I think. Wait, where'd the chickens go? Here they are. Yeah. Demon Metal is the last one. We're almost done. Almost done with chickens. We'll need a lot of this here in a second. Alright. For example, clicking on the top of a chest rotates it around. Most blocks which can be rotated should work. So we want to make this. We do want to make this. So we're going to use an abundant one that we have. And then we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I'm just gonna do 8 anyways. Yep, there we go. Now I don't know if I need actual stone or if it can be cobblestone. If it's actual stone, then I should apply Silk Touch to this thing, which I should probably do. Let me see. Silk Touch. I'm just trying to figure out what some of this is. Slime Ball and Lapis Lazuli and a writing book. That should be easy. Okay, to make a demonic metal chicken, magical wood, and moonstone. Okay, so I have the moonstone. Time to get the magical wood. Chicken. Where's the magical wood? Here it is. Now I need to go to chickens. Place that. Alright, so then I need this, and this. Slime ball. I thought I had some slime balls somewhere. There they are. Okay, I'm going to craft this. There we go. And then we go to Portal's Farm. Head over here. Don't have enough lapis, so I need to go back to the chicken area. Grab the lapis here. Put that in. And I can just throw it in here. I don't care. Oh wait, do I have any legendary bags in here? No, I don't. I have that epic bag, so I can open that and that. And there we go. And then I want to apply it to this thing. There we go. So now I can get stone fairly easily. But I'm going to use X. There we go. Alright, so now I can make living wood twigs. Oh gosh, that's a less to less ratio, or more to less ratio, which is not a nice thing. 3, 1, 2. There we go, wand of the forest. And it does actually have different colors, I think. Like, there's a whole bunch of different variations of it, which is nice, but at the same time, meh. Bind mode. Function, bind. Function, bind. Oh, there's like a little green leaf that I can apply to it. That's really cool. Okay. The petals used to determine the colors of the wand. Yeah, so I have a brown wand. Mana. An introduction to mana. Mana is an ethereal substance. In layman's terms, it is a form of mystical energy. Its sensorial existence is inconstant, and its colors depend on the environment it's put in. Mastering mana is one of the most important skills a botanist needs to master. Blech. In order to create mana, one would require a set of generating flowers. Read their respective section. This mana can be dispersed by using mana spreaders and stored in mana pools. Mana can be used for a myriad of different things. For starters, it can be used for functional flowers. Read this perspective section. To get started with mastering the art of mana, one would start by learning how to use Endoflames or Hydrangeas, mana spreaders, and mana pools. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to move this, because I don't totally need it. And then I'm also going to grab all this coal, and I'm going to then further mine this and throw it in here. I do not need them right now. But we will need coal because Hydrangeas, I already know this, use burnable substances. So we're just going to place it here because we're going to need it. And I'm also going to throw these in here because I already have them. Alright. Hydrangeas, mana spreaders, and mana pools. I mean, Endoflames use it. Hydrangeas use water, but they go away after a certain time. It's annoying because you have to replace them and it takes more resources. But because I have a way to generate a lot of coal in this, I'd rather use Endoflames. These form a basic infrastructure for mana, which can be used for all sorts of purposes. Have a read at the functional flora and natural apparatus sections of this lexicon. Mana pool. The mana pool is, simply put, a storage of mana. Mana can be inserted into it by usage of a mana spreader, and any adjacent mana spreaders will pull mana from it to increase their internal buffer automatically. Any functional flowers require a nearby mana pool to draw power from. Mana pools come in two varieties: a weaker, diluted variety, which only stores a very small amount of mana, and a normal variety, which can store as much as 100 times more than diluted one. Whenever mana pool is referred elsewhere for scale, it refers to a normal one. Yeah, so we need to make that, which we need to go here, and then I'm also going to put in a... I don't believe I have one, do I? No, I don't. So I'm going to type in reactor like that, because there might be more in the future. And I don't mean like more of this type of reactor, I mean more in different types of reactors. Like I could have a Draconic Evolution reactor nearby. Probably not that nearby, but hey. And for those people who are probably, like, I don't know if they're watching this, but those people who have played StoneBlock and never gotten an Ender book before, they're probably screaming at the screen right now because they had to figure out different ways of transporting when I have this thing that just basically teleports me in an instant. And because I have the XP chicken, I don't have to worry about XP. So, yeah. There you go. Head over here to Portal, select Farm. And I'm going to make some living rock. Throw this in here. I could actually throw 1, 2, 3 in here. Might as well even out with the logs. But yeah, so now this should do stuff. This isn't in the actual achievement system. Like, Britannia isn't in the achievement system, which is strange. I feel like it should be, but it just isn't. Wait, what do we need for this? Ah, Enderstar. Yep, we need... Yeah, we need this. Dragon's Breath. So, I'm going to have to bring with me a whole bunch of bottles. Because I need Dragon's Breath. And I don't actually want to kill the Ender Dragon. Unless there's a way to get back to the overworld. I mean, I can respawn it and stuff, but that's kind of... Ha! Overworld portal. That I cannot make. God dang it. Okay. Alright. Now we have living wood, so then we just do this. Or living rock, I should say. Alright, and then we're going to put it here. Alright, now we have that. Let me do that. Making diluted. Diluted mana pool can be a useful tool for when one might want a small buffer for a flower or system that doesn't use much mana, as the normal pool holds a very large amount of it. Thanks to that, mana readings for the normal pool won't be entirely accurate due to the scale. It's normally that the displayed bar size will increase very, very slowly. Tossing in some resources into a mana pool will cause them to get infused with mana, turning them into more powerful forms. A few examples are iron ingots or mana pearls. Mana reading for this block functions like the mana spreader. A redstone comparator can also output a signal based on the contents. Yeah, that's really nice. Mana steel ingots and other ingots based on it can be converted into both blocks or nuggets through the normal conversion recipes. For the artistic types, right-clicking with any colored floral powder in the pool will have it take its color. All 16 colors are viable for decoration and / or easy labeling. Yeah, so you have those two. Infusing mana steel. Yeah, so I don't need this because I have mana steel chicken. So, which is nice. Mana diamonds, however, I don't believe there is a actual chicken for that, but I might check. No, there is no chicken for it. So that is something that you have to craft with mana. And then mana powder. No chicken. Gotta craft it through this. Mana glass. I already know that there's no chicken for it. Mana string. No chicken. Cobweb. Easily made with this, but to be honest, is there like 2 different types of cobwebs? Or is it just it's just a minor cobweb? Okay. And a biscuit of totality. What? Why would I need a biscuit of totality? Hold on, I want to read. What does this do? Ooh. Well, actually, never mind. That's not that great. Huh. Mana spreader. The mana spreader is the most important component in manipulating mana. This is the block that allows mana to travel from point A to point B. When this block is placed on the ground, it'll face one of 6 basic directions. By holding shift right on it with a wand of the forest, one can orient it to the opposite of where it was clicked. It can be pointed to other blocks with a wand in bind mode. Mana spreader and a mana pool. Holding a wand of the forest, the mana spreader has a small internal buffer of mana which will get filled by nearby generating flowers. This buffer can be viewed by looking at the spreader with a wand of the forest as demonstrated in the last page. Note that the block needs to be right-clicked with a wand to get accurate and adequate values. Holding a wand of the forest displays a beam which shows where the spreader is pointing at. Hovering over it shows the target. The sparkle that's shown in the point... the sparkle that is shown is this point when mana loss starts to happen. If the target of the spreader is a block that can contain mana and isn't full, the spreader will fire a mana burst, which will travel to the target and pass the mana along to it. The spreader only fires one burst at once. It will only fire another one when the last one hits the target. Furthermore, the bursts also start suffering mana loss after a small amount of time. This can be seen in the burst itself, which becomes a lot thinner when this happens. Applying a redstone signal to the spreader will have it cease to function. In case better control is required, a pulse mana spreader is recommended as it can fire bursts without a target, block, and works on redstone pulses. Okay, so I'm going to want to make... Yeah, so I need 6 living wood, a gold ingot, and a flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By flower, I mean petal. Grab that. And there we go. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna go over to the enemy system and grab a gold ingot if I don't have one in there already. Gold ingot. I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Oh, you know, I should probably do some of these as like actual... Okay, so let me just see... Okay, let me see. Here's the Petal Apothecary. No slabs. I'll probably work that later. Okay, so now I'm just waiting for these to finish up. Though it doesn't actually give a progress bar, which is a little annoying, but hey. Yeah, doesn't tell me at all. I'm also going to want to expand this. Expand this. Good X. I'm gonna want to make a diamond X at some point because it just takes a little bit long to do. There we go, mana spreader. Now we have a mana spreader. Right-clicking the spreader with a piece of wool will sleeve it. Aside from making it look fancier, it also will muffle the sound when a burst is shot, making it much less obnoxious when there's a large amount of spreaders in one area. Right-clicking with an empty hand will remove the sleeve. That's nice. Generating flora, an introduction to generation. So I'm gonna want to put this. Well, actually, let's move this here, and oh no, I want that. And we'll move this here. Yeah, and then we'll move this here, and then we will. X. Okay, so I have to place it down. It'll shoot where I'm standing. Oh, I was looking up, wasn't I? Or I was upward toward it, so I'm going to want to do this. Yeah, okay, so wherever I can actually see the little gold block in the middle is where it's shooting. So now it's aiming towards the mana pool, so it will, yeah, it'll spread into the mana pool. Alright, so generating mana should be at the top of the priorities for any botanist. Luckily, there's an array of generating flowers willing to do the job. These flowers, as their name shows, generate mana, both passively and actively, the latter implying a requirement of some type of non-infinite resources without outside intervention. Yeah, it doesn't. It makes it to where mana is limited, but the fact of the matter is, I have infinite coal now, so there's no point. All generating flowers, alike the functional flowers, contain a small buffer of mana. Standard rules for mana reading apply. Right-clicking with a wand of the forest will update the mana readings. This mana will be stored in the closest mana spreader around. It is important to keep in mind that these flowers memorize the mana spreader into which they should put mana into. They'll only store into the nearest spreader present at the time of the flower being placed, or the closest placed after, if none was present, and none another. It can be found to another spreader with a wand in bind mode. Picking your first flower is a pretty simple task. As a fledgling botanist, you have two choices, the Endoflame and the Hydrangees. The former uses coal or other useful sources to create mana. The latter uses water sources from the same task and decays after a real-world hour in exchange for the free mana. Endoflame is a very rudimentary generating flower. It will absorb any combustible item or block dropped on the nearby vicinity, albeit only one at a time, and burn through them to generate mana while the fuel lasts. The amount of time it takes to burn through an item is roughly half of the time a furnace would. There's a few small caveats, though. The Endoflame will not burn anything that returns a byproduct. An example are lava buckets that have empty buckets as a byproduct. Furthermore, the flower can only hold fuel equivalent to that of 4 times a block of coal. And if any individual fuel with longer burn time than that is used, it won't be put to fuel efficiency. As the Endoflame is often a botanist's first foray into proper automatable active generating flora, it would be best not to leave it to manual usage forever, as the flower requires dropped items into an open crate, which you can find in the natural apparatus section, and some sort of limiting mechanism, a timer or pressure plate would be ideal for it. Brown, brown, gray, red. Do I have browns left? Brown, brown, gray, red. I think that's the right one. Let me check. Light gray. Oh, it is light gray. Okay, good. I need a bucket of water. Might fill both these up anyway. Do that so I don't have to deal with it later. Alright. Oh, no. I need a seed. Yep. Come on. Okay. Place that there. Yep. Okay. It's going to that thing. Oh, it's rainbow. That's neat. Yeah. Okay, cool. So now... functional flora. Okay, so this is where stuff kind of slows down right now, because I don't totally need functional flora. All I need is the mana and the mana thingamabobber. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're getting mana. Alright. So when that flame stops is when it's done. Let me go back. Half the time of furnace wood. So whatever the amount of time is for it to burn through coal, half of that is the normal. Okay, so what I need is a lavender quartz. This. And I need allium, which I use a blue orchid, which I use a poppy, which I use a dandelion. But I already have poppies, so there's no reason to use a dandelion. Now, I don't know where these things are, but I will need them. And I think, let me look at the quest line. Start a StoneBlock here. I just need one, right? Yeah, I just need one. So I need two. So I need 2 poppies or 2 dandelions. I have 3 poppies. That is the exact amount that I need. Or not the exact amount, but close enough. Here. Alright, it needs more. How much? Okay. Give me a sec while I try to figure out how much mana is required. Oh, not that much. How long does it take? Let me find my black lotuses, because those are used for, that's a Botania thing, they generate mana. A nice little piece of loot. Huh? What? Mana infusion. I need a mana pool. Okay. Oh, do I need an alchemy catalyst? I do. Okay. Well, alright, we'll get to that as we read through it then. But for now, we'll keep that in there. And now I have a good amount of mana in here. Oh, does it leak mana, though? No, I don't believe it does. There's nothing. There we go. Okay. Let's read more. About 5 minutes left. So, yeah. An introduction to function. There are various places in which the mana is a botanist, which the mana a botanist generates can be put to use. One of them is an assortment of functional flowers. These flowers will drain mana from a nearby mana pool into themselves in order to do whatever tasks they were created for. It's to note that these can't receive power directly through mana spreaders. All functional flowers, like the generating flowers, contain a small buffer of mana. Standard rules for mana reading apply. Right-clicking with a wand of the forest will update the mana readings. It is important to keep in mind that these flowers memorize the mana pool from which they should pull out of. They'll only pull from the nearest pool present at the time of the flower being placed, or the closest placed afterward, if none was present, and none other. It can be bound to another pool with a wand in bind mode. Lastly, some functional flowers utilize a redstone root in their creation. If they do, the flower's effect can be toggled with a redstone signal. A redstone root. Huh, cool. I might want to make that. I'll do it later, but that's good to know. Runic Alter. Runic creation is a rather important complex in the advancement of the botanical magics. First and foremost, though, this type of crafting requires a decent knowledge of mana manipulation before proceeding further. A read through the important entries, those in italics, in that section of the Lexicon Britannia might prove enlightening. Oh my god. Oh. This is going to take a bit. Runes are extremely important components of complex magical devices or flora. In order to create these, one requires a Runic Alter. To utilize this Runic Alter, start by placing via either a right-click or simply tossing the components of the rune you want to create. Proceed by pointing a mana spreader to the altar so that mana transfer can occur. It should be apparent when the altar has received enough mana. Then, when that happens, just drop or right-click a living piece of living rock on top of it. Then use the wand on it again to collect your rune. Okay, so we need to make one of these. I do have mana pearls, I believe. I need 2 more living rocks, so I'll place them down and let this thing do its magic. While I go and grab the mana pearl. And I will actually just yoink both of these things and throw them over in the chest anyway. Okay, so now we're just waiting on these to finish. Yep. Yeah, you can't do much. That would have been bad. Almost started transferring stuff over here. I didn't want that. Whew. We're getting very close to what I want, but we're not entirely there yet, which is annoying. I think like alchemical catalyst, all I do is put it underneath or around it. And adjacent, basically. Oh, there we go. There's one. Yeah, that did that. Yep. Okay, now I need this. There we go. A Runic Alter, which will draw. Is it not in bind mode? Wait, how do Anyway, Runic Alter. 16 runes exist. The most basic and elementary runes are named after the 4 elements. The intermediate runes are named after the 4 seasons, and the most advanced runes are named after 7 deadly sins. A separate rune of mana also exists. I was wondering, because it's like, you only have 15. Sneaking and right-clicking with the Runic Alter with an empty hand while it's not accepting mana will remove the last item put into it. Last but not least, attaching a comparator to it will emit a signal strength of 1 if the altar is accepting mana, and signal strength of 2 if it's ready to craft the rune. Any runes used for recipes in the Runic Alter function as catalyst and will be given back upon completion of the rune recipe. Similarly to the Pestle Apothecary, right-clicking this block with an empty hand after a recipe is complete will place back the items used for the last recipe for mass crafting. Rune of Water, Earth, Air. Jesus, carpet. These are a little just strange, but okay. Fire, Spring, Summer, Autumn, Winter. So, yeah, intermediates use 6. Well, basics use 5. Mana uses 6. And then you give... Oh, you get... It goes down. Oh, but it uses the actual mana other... Huh, okay. Your tutorial is over. You should now have a basic idea of how Botania works. Make sure to read through the other pages at your leisure to learn more ways of using the mod. Okay. So, where did I share that to? Oh, that just means to, like, the actual... Okay, cool. Already read that. Black Lotus. There's not much here. Flower Pouch. The laws of physics regarding one's inventory are somewhat skewed in this world. Thanks to that, carrying an array of different colors of flowers turns out to be a major hassle. Luckily, a flower pouch takes care of all those issues. It can store up to 1 stack of each color of mystical flower. Not only that, but will also passively catch any that enter the holder's inventory. Items won't be added automatically to the pouch if the pouch is held in your dominant hand. Furthermore, shift right-clicking the pouch on a chest or other inventories will store all flowers the pouch contains into said inventory. This might be good to make later on, so I will bookmark. Yeah, Terrasteel. Terrasteel is a complex magical alloy infused with a great amount of mana. Conjuring it proves to be no small task. I already have it, though. For starters, to create it, one requires a Terrasteel agglomeration plate set on top of a checkerboard pattern of lapis lazuli blocks and living rock. Mana needs to be made, providing this block with sparks being the most effective method. Though I don't need this because I already have a way to get it, so this entire page is useless to me. Mana manipulation, we'll come back to that. Actually, wait, does it have... No, it does not have that. Not there. Wait, there are other ways. In order to generate a blast of mana, one might in fact require a blast nearby. Okay, so that's not the one. Is one hungry without eating up any food? Nah. Munch Dew. Generating the form of natural energy that is mana should be a pretty good process when done via other living materials. By using the Munch Dew, any leaves near the flower will get munched up and converted into mana. Slimus. There's some sort of unbeknownst power in the universe that creates slime at seemingly random spots. Slime chunks, they call it. Slimus is a flower that has the ability to tap into that energy. If placed down near a slime created by that power, it'll destroy it, collecting all the mana. So I need a slime chunk. Experience ports on a form of magic of sorts. The rods that kind of can tap into it. Nope. Thermally. The thermally acts as a lava counterpart to the hydrangeas. The flower will absorb lava around it in the same height as to create mana. After absorbing the lava, the flower will produce mana for around 45 seconds. After it stops, it needs a bit of time, around 45 minutes, to cool down before it can absorb more lava. Not that great. So this one is the best. Functional Flora. An introduction to function. Already read that. Evolved Orchid. Probably noticed by now that you won't be mining any ores in this world. The Evolved Orchid will use mana to generate ores in nearby stone blocks at a faster and cheaper rate than the Orchid. The ores it generates are random but seem to be biased towards more common ores rather than rarer ones. Still not dragon poop though. So let me look at the Evolved Orchid. Evolved Orchid, where are you? Where are you? Here you are. Coal, iron, tin, copper, lead, osmium, redstone, silver, black quartz, charged or non-charged certus, bauxite, yellowite, gold, nickel, apatite, dark. 66. Haha, very funny. Uranium, lapis, diamond, emerald, platinum, and mana views. So not too great, but yeah, okay. Flower shrinking. Some functional flowers have a bit too much reach. Sometimes one might not want to be that case. Tossing one of those flowers into a mana pool with an alchemy catalyst will, at the cost of some mana, shrink it, making its radius smaller. Every other function remains the same. So that's just a way to shrink it. Cool. I might actually have to bookmark that because that's neat. Modulating decay, or delay. A problem with the functional flowers that interact with dropped items on the floor is making sure the items are interacted with in the right order. Planting the relevant flowers under Podzol will add a small delay before they can pick up items, allowing for a priority system of sorts. Planting a flower on mycelium will create a larger delay. Okay, good to know. The slow growth of crops is always a problem to feed the masses. The agricarnation is a flower that turns mana into a type of natural fertilizer, causing nearby plant life to grow at a faster rate. Don't need it. Bellthorn. The Bellthorn is a flower marvelous flower. By utilizing mana, it inflicts harm in any living beings or players around it. Don't totally need it. Bergamot. Anyone that has ever taken on the role of a rancher knows the pain of the cacophonous din that arises from their herds of animals. Absorb sound energy emitted in a close range, converting it into negligible amounts of mana and emitting it into the environment. The absorption itself needs no mana to occur. So it's basically something that mutes. I'm gonna want that. Clayconia is a simple flower. In essence, all it does is moisten nearby sand, turning it into clay. Don't need it. Daffodil. Works as a fan of sorts. It pushes out the cost of a small amount of mana, any items found in front of it. Oh, so it kind of like pushes stuff around? Oh, that's neat. Wind turbines, I'm a big fan. Dreadthorn. The Dreadthorn is a slightly more specific counterpart to the Bellthorn. Thorn. By which, instead of all mobs around it, it will only hurt adult animals and none else. Ah. Exo Flame. Unlike its generating counterpart, the Exo Flame utilizes mana, which means to generate heat. Any furnace is nearby, the Exo Flame will be fueled and given a speed boost for the cost of some mana. That's a neat idea. Fallen Canade. The Fallen Canade is a flower with angelic properties. It will use mana from nearby in order to apply a regeneration effect to any players nearby. Also fairly cool. Hopper Hawk will pick up items around it. Giving it mana is optional, but it will increase its range. Picked up will be put in adjacent inventories, e.g. chests. Placing item frames on any of the inventories will specify which items can... Ooh! So basically a sorting thing. Hyacidus. For some reason, poison does not kill. The Hyacidus to that can be used to poison any nearby mobs, bringing them to their knees for a one-hit kill after a bit. Meh. Jaded Amaranthus. Everyone likes flowers, right? The Jaded Amaranthus is made just for that purpose. Feeding it with mana from mana pools will have it quickly grow with new mystical flowers around it, and in any spots it can. Oh. So this thing is actually fairly good, though I have totally run out of space in my bookmarks. Shift. Go back. Add bookmark. Yeah. The Julia flower is a flower that, at the cost of a small amount of mana, will keep any nearby animals or monsters at bay, protecting a circular area from them getting in. Metamorphosis is a flower that executes metamorphic transformations on nearby stone blocks. These blocks get metamorphosed into one of 8 different types of metamorphic stone. All 8 types will generate, but the types that generate more often depend on the biome. All of these can be used to make bricks, chisel bricks, slab stairs, and even petal apothecary variants. Oh! Various flavors. So, that's pretty neat. It's, okay. Megimone. The Megimone is a flower with the ability to completely halt a creature's movement. Well, it receives mana. Don't need that. Polydesiac. Animals love eating. That's all they seem to do. Really an interesting behavior they show is that they only seem to want to eat things that are fed to them. The polydesiac will simply do that. At the cost of some mana, any appropriate nearby food items, wheat, carrots, etc., will be fed to the animals, putting them in a better mood. So, basically allows me to do any food. Quite a handy flower, indeed. The random carpus will pick up any item nearby blocks and dropped in item form and place them in the world nearby. It, however, only places the blocks thrown at it on top of a specific block to specify this block. Place it right below the soil the flower is resting on. Block items such as sugarcane will also work, but much alike any other blocks, will only be placed in a location where they normally would be able to be placed. Lastly, giving mana to the flower is optional, but it increases its range. Was that this one? Yeah. Solignolia. The Ring of Magnetation is a rather handy tool for anyone digging or collecting. It does, however, fall into the problems that it picks up any unwanted items near complex systems. Solignolia disrupts the ring and prevents any items around it from being pulled towards a wearer of one, and any rings whose wearers stand inside the radius from picking at it up. It does not require mana. I don't know why I need that, but okay. Tangleberry. The Tangleberry is a flower that at the cost of mana, some will keep any nearby animals or monsters within a circle ward, preventing them from getting out. Cool. Tiger's Eye. It's a known fact that creepers are terrified of cats. Okay, basically just a creeper petrifier. Okay, cool. The Vinculotus has the power to create a disturbance surrounding any and teleportation powers within a very large radius around it. Okay, don't need that either. Natural Apparatus. Okay, we'll get to more of this next stream. I've run out of time. I think I need to destroy this. And grab this seed. Place it there. Anything on dirt? Oh boy. This is a lot. Almost there to the 15k mark though, in which then I will slowly but surely get rid of all the Inferium Essence. In fact, actually, just do that. Yeah. Yeah. So now it's not placing. It's only taking 13k. So yeah, I think I'll work on getting more Netherstar Cruxes and stuff like that for the next episodes, so that I have a lot more Netherstars. I'm also just going to grab all the Inferior Essence in here anyway, because I might as well. Also, I'm just going to do this. Okay, there we go. So now it shouldn't be able to craft anything. Or, not craft anything, but, whatever. Okay, then I'm going to place this here. So now it should only be making Netherstar Essence again. Go. All right. So now I think that's practically it, other than the fact that I could probably do some more stuff, but I'm not going to. Oh, the armor. That's right. The armor exists. I should probably throw the Lictica Botania in here as well. Oh, that's not. Yeah, we'll leave those in there. But I go down to Auto Empire. Yeah, they're done. Chestplate, leggings, and boots. Okay, so now, before I actually put on the armor, I want to get the upgrades, because the upgrades will make some major modifications. Let's head over to Draconic. And the upgrades that can be applied to the helmet are RF shield capacitor, or shield recovery. So I'm going to want to make these into actual things. So RF capacity. Am I right on that? Yeah, so I need this one. I need shield capacity and shield recovery. That's helmet. Boots, jump boost. Oh. I need a slime block and golden boots. Okay, so I'll work on this later, and then this will practically become the ultimate armor, I think. Well, I wouldn't say ultimate. This is the ultimate armor. Wait, what? Give me a sec while I try to figure this out, why it's not totally what it should be. But okay. But yeah, once I have all that stuff, okay, so the boots, and then these, so movement speed and jump boost. Where's movement speed? Yeah, so I need gold boots and a slime block. So let me, chickens, I'm gonna grab some slime and make a slime block thingamabobber. And then I also need gold. What can I put away? Is there anything that I can put away? I don't believe there is. So let me head over to the enemy deck. I'm gonna throw these in here. And then that. Oh no, it needs to be a green slime block. Gotta wait until it comes back around. Give me a sec. Slime. There we go. There we go. We have a coded pattern now. Head to star. There we go. Okay, so now I can make the jump boost one. Enemy deck. And then I also want to make a golden boot one. Go back to star. Finish this bottom tier. Over on this top tier. Enemy deck. And now I can make both this one and this one. Alright, then we head back to enemy deck. No, not that. Go to star. Alright. So now, the first thing that I want to work on is getting helmet fixed up. So, yeah, there we go. So now we just need, for the helmet, RF capacity, shield capacity, and shield recovery. So, like that. Shield capacity. And shield recovery. Which don't have enough. But I will continue this. I will continue Britannia in the next episode. For now, I will see you guys later. Y'all have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch.